So the World Zionist elections is one of the most important events that occurs every decade or so. The elections are meant to happen every 5 years, but in fact the last election was 10 years ago. Now, why should anyone vote in these elections? Well, there are lots of reasons, but let me go through a couple of them to begin with. So the first and most important of the reasons are the practical reasons. The practical reasons are some of the financial reasons. So let me give you some examples. There's the Massa trip. Now, that trip ordinarily wouldn't have been open to Orthodox children. There's money that goes to NCSY. There's money that goes to other platforms of the Orthodox community. And those platforms are there because of the involvement of the Orthodox community in different organizations. Those organizations include the World Zionist Organization. They include organizations like the Jewish Agency. And within each of those agencies, there's funding, and that funding depends upon how well these elections go. Now, it's interesting, before we get to the second reason, that in the United States, all of the Jewish Orthodox organizations have come together. Unlike in Israel, for instance, where today we have so many different parties vying for an Israeli vote, in America, the Orthodox community is extremely united. So when I speak to you today, I speak to you not only as the chairman of the Religious Zionists of America, but I talk to you with organizations that we're partnering with. Those organizations are literally every Orthodox organization in the United States. So beautifully and importantly, in regard to this election, all of the Orthodox organizations, the OU, the Young Israel, the Religious Zionists, B'nai Akiva, every conceivable organization, Amit, Amuna, all have come together to elect one slate. So anyone who's Orthodox needs to have a stake in this. And that brings me really to the second most important reason. Today we're faced with a group of people, a nation within our nation, who look to other resources, who call themselves Zionists, but are in fact not only not Zionists, but don't represent the values that each of us stand for. What do I mean, again, by that? So let me clarify that a little bit for you. Would you believe if I told you that today there are organizations who want to destroy orthodoxy? They don't want to not only destroy different parts of Judaism, they want to destroy orthodoxy. So within, for instance, the Jewish federations today, there is a $2 million fund to start an NGO in Israel, which is in effect today, and which will, in fact, look to destroy orthodoxy, to destroy the way of life that all of us believe in and want to see in Israel. There is within the AJC today a formation of a group of people who also, in their view, don't see orthodoxy as a threat. So when we talk about notions like pluralism and notions which are fundamentally unorthodox and wish to debate and take on the Orthodox community, this vote makes a big difference in that regard. So if you value the values that all of us at the OU, at Mizrahi, at Amit, at Amuna, and in the Young Israel, those values are central to our core and beliefs. And they are being threatened if we don't do well in this election. So if you believe in that, in a period as we start Parshas Vayikra, the last Parshas of parts of Shemos have been all focused on counting, on the importance of being counting, about the importance of that machzos hashekel. This is your opportunity to state to the world what your views are. In short, then, you need to go out today and vote and join with Amit, B'nai Akiva, the Orthodox Union, the Rabbinical Council of America, the Religious Zionists of America, Touro College, Yeshiva University, and the Young Israel by voting today. That's what you need to do. It will save orthodoxy. It will make an important impression on the state of Israel and in the United States. So what you really need to do immediately is go to your computer, go to Vote Torah, and click onto it, and it'll take you through the directions by which you get to vote. And by voting immediately today, you're going to be expressing your solidarity with the rest of the Orthodox community. You need to do it now. You need to do it today. Time is of the essence.